So here we are, we're talking about what boundaries really are. And, they're not walls, they're not ultimatums, they're not punishments. They're kind of the invisible lines that defined where you end and another person begins. It's a bit like if somebody stands too close to you, you automatically stand back. There's a kind of an invisible boundary there of what actually feels comfortable and appropriate distance for people to stand next to you. If somebody, a stranger, comes up and stands right there, you just automatically stand back. There's a boundary, but some people have their boundaries invaded when they're very young, and they don't know what's acceptable or not acceptable. So healthy boundaries allow closeness, but without fusion, and protection without withdrawal. And so carry on watching these little videos and checking it out to get your own sense of boundaries. When boundaries are absent, resentment builds, and when boundaries are too rigid, isolation grows. Because when boundaries are too rigid, we tend to keep people at too much of a distance and don't allow them to get close. And then you finish up with people just abandoning you. But boundaries exist to preserve relationship, not to destroy it. So it really, really is a very, very important thing to learn, because we have relationships with people at work, we have relationships, intimate relationships, and just with people generally. And it's good to know what feels right for you and for other people, and that is good for you. So, what words come to mind when you hear the word boundaries? So, get your journal out. Look, I'm going to show you my journal. I've got several journals. I show these to people. Like, I can recommend that you get a good kick-ass journal that you can write loads in, and I just love it. It's a way of expressing yourself and getting to know and understand and accept yourself. So, what words come to mind when you hear the word boundaries? And the next question is, where in life do you feel overextended or depleted? And that might seem like a strange question. What's it got to do with boundaries? But you'll see the connection as we go on through the videos. Where in life do you feel overextended or depleted? And what might a compassionate boundary look like in that situation? So if you feel that you're having to put in more than feels good for you, um, and that you're having to give too much, um, what what would seem more acceptable for you? For you, maybe not for the other person, and maybe you're fitting in with the other person. What would feel okay for you? And this may be an intimate relationship, a family relationship, or a work relationship. So just consider all those different kinds of relationships and leave your comments below. And if there's any questions you want to ask me, please feel free to put them in the comments and I will get back to you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye.